Man, what a wild week, huh? We've got a new pickup already making plays, a star player who might be on his way out, a major offensive line rumor that could change the future of this team, and to top it all off, a grim prediction that's got everyone on edge. This last one, seriously, it's a gut punch, so stick around till the end. But hey, before we dive into all this news, a quick heads up. Hit that subscribe button, it's free and helps grow this community. Smash that like button too, because it tells YouTube to spread this conversation to more members of the Raider Nation around the world, and drop a comment below because this space is a collective effort. It belongs to all of us. You know, when a trade looks minor on paper but starts paying dividends on the field, that's exactly what's happening with Thomas Booker and the Raiders. A lot of people barely noticed when he came over from Philly in exchange for Jacorian Bennett, but man, this story is getting good. Booker is showing that high motor coaches love, and the Raider Nation is starting to take notice. Let's remember, the guy is 6'3", 301 pounds, and he's been around the block playing for both the Texans and Eagles with a Super Bowl ring to boot. He wasn't a solidified starter, true, just 2 starts in his career, but he's always had that rep for effort, for intensity, for never giving up on a play. Anyone who saw that chase down against Mariota knows what I'm talking about. What a pursuit. He took off like a linebacker, knocked the ball loose, and left the whole stadium in shock. That's the Raider spirit, no doubt about it. Meanwhile, Bennett, well, in Philly, he's been quiet. He's a backup, not getting much rotation, and now he's on injured reserve. To be honest with you guys, I actually liked the kid, but I never felt he had that physical corner DNA that this Raiders defense needs. You know that feeling when a player is good but just doesn't fit? Yeah, that. And check out how fate works its magic. Booker was a Stanford teammate of Q Blue Kelly, who's also rocking the silver and black now. Can you imagine? 2 ex-Stanford guys fighting together, building chemistry on our D-line. These reunion stories always hit different. Of course, I'm not going to sell you a fantasy here. Booker didn't become a star overnight. He's no new Aaron Donald. But he's playing more than 60% of the snaps, bringing presence, pressure, and he's already a real part of the rotation. That, my friends, is way more than we expected when we shipped off Bennett. The truth is, this is the kind of trade only the hardcore fans appreciate. The national media barely talks about it, but here we feel it. Booker may not be a household name, but he contributes. And honestly, I'd take someone who fights his tail off on the field 1,000 times over a talent that never pans out. Comment below if you like this trade too. I want to see if you guys agree with me or if you're still missing Bennett. Only here do you get that fan's perspective, that unfiltered, no fluff take. And get ready, because the next story hits even harder. It involves a player demanding a trade and even another big-name team in the mix. Stick with me, because this one could change the face of our offense. And here's the bombshell that can rock any locker room. Jakobi Meyers had already asked out, the Raiders held on, but now the talk is heating up again. ESPN threw it out there that even the Steelers could be his destination. Just think about it. Our top wideout, the guy who makes a difference on third downs, might be gone mid-season. It hurts, I won't lie. The issue is simple but painful. Meyers wants a new contract, didn't get one, and asked for a trade. The front office put the brakes on it, but if the season goes south, my dude, there's no holding him back. The team is in transition, a young roster still trying to find its identity. And then you look over here, a valuable veteran with a contract running out, asking for more money. The math is tough. To be honest with you guys, it's too risky to let him go now. Meyers is that reliable receiver. He's not a flashy cover star, but he gets the job done. Precise routes, reliable hands, understands the game. Taking him out of the offense right now would be like yanking the cane out from someone who's still learning to walk. The Raider Nation's patience is already thin, and losing this guy just cranks up the volume. On the flip side, there's the market logic. The most the Raiders would get is maybe a 4th-round pick. A 4th? For comparison, Devontae Adams, way bigger name, way bigger star, only got a 3rd last year. It's sad, but that's the reality. So, is it really worth it to give up Meyers for so little? That's where Trey Tucker comes in. Man, this kid is turning heads. The game against the Commanders was a video game stat line, 8 receptions, 145 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Sure, a lot of that came in garbage time, but you can't ignore it. His speed stretches the field, and it looks like he's finally getting over that habit of dropping easy balls. What if he truly breaks out? Then the front office might think, okay, we've got a replacement in-house, let's grab an extra pick and move on. But in reality, it's not that simple. Trust isn't built overnight. Tree Tucker can become a contributor, he might even grow with more snaps, but can he carry the responsibility of being a WR1? I don't know if he's ready for that yet, and if he's not, who picks up the slack? The offense is already limited because of the O-line, so imagine it without Myers. The Raider Nation is split, and I get both sides. Some are thinking about the future, about accumulating picks. Others are saying, no, we can't dismantle this offense even more. I honestly am in the middle. If the team has a real shot at the playoffs, you hold on to the guy until the end. If things fall apart, then yeah, trade him. Comment below if you would trade Myers now or hold on to him for the rest of the season. I want to see what the nation is thinking. And listen, if that already gets to you, just wait for the next one. This is a heavy market rumor about the offensive line and a potential signing that could change the future of the franchise. It's not just some gossip. This is big. This is one of those rumors that makes you scratch your head and think, is a bombshell coming? The name floating around is Jedrick Wills Jr., the former Browns left tackle. And listen, if this guy shows up in Vegas, it could be a game changer for our offensive line. I'm not even exaggerating. Here's the context. Pete Carroll is rebuilding the team's identity, demanding discipline and intensity. And when you look at the roster, the O-line is still the Achilles heel. The offense gets pressured early, the run game can't get going, and that just ruins any plan. Wills appears to be a plausible solution. Young, with starting experience, versatile enough to play blindside or even swing tackle. He's the kind of piece that adds depth and security. To be honest with you guys, the good part is obvious. If he's healthy, Wills brings an immediate impact. He's already faced tough defenses, has solid technique, and is still at an age where he can improve. He's the type of high-reward gamble. The Raider Nation has been begging for O-line help, and for good reason. It doesn't matter if you have fast receivers, a dedicated QB, a promising running back if the wall in front of them can't hold up. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The guy has a history of knee injuries, and that's a big deal. They say he's even planning on holding out part of the season to fully recover. Any team that invests now runs the risk of paying for a player who won't even step on the field. The good news is that this risk also drives down the price. Instead of a heavy contract, the Raiders could try something flexible, a short-term deal full of incentives with a protection clause. It's smart, and it feels like a front office that doesn't want to get tangled up with the cap. And here's the dilemma. Is it worth the risk? I see it like this. If you bring in a healthy Wills, you solve one of the team's biggest problems. If not, it's just another frustrating gamble. The Raider Nation is tired of promises that don't pan out, but they're also tired of seeing the QB on the ground every week. It's tough, man. I like this aggressive mindset from Carroll, aiming high even with a tight budget. It shows he understands the urgency. And the truth is, if we don't beef up the O-line now, 2025 could turn into another year of waiting. We can't have that. Can't have that. Only here do you get that unfiltered fan perspective. Now I want to hear from you. Would you risk a contract full of clauses or pass on this? Comment below. The female fans, by the way, are already demanding this change, and they're right. But hold on. If this rumor already messes with the future, the next news is even heavier. It involves a grim prediction for the season, a real chance for everything to fall apart, and an insane sense of urgency. Raider Nation, get ready. You know that punch to the gut we try to avoid, but the media loves to dish out? Well, it just landed with the sourest prediction possible. Some analyst is betting the Raiders will lose to the Bears and basically bury their season right out of the gate. CBS Sports' Pete Prisco called it. It hurt just to read. His logic is clear. The Bears steamrolled the Cowboys, showed a sharp offense while we struggled against the Commanders. He says he even believes in Geno Smith's strength and our offense's ability to trade points, but in the end, he predicts a Chicago win right there at Allegiant. Imagine the pain of that for the Raider Nation. At home, in front of our fans, and right when the season is just getting started. To be honest with you guys, this type of prediction hits hard, because it's not just a guess, it's almost a stamp that says the Raiders are still the same old team, and that was exactly the ghost the new regime wanted to chase away. Pete Carroll came in talking about changing the culture, discipline, competitiveness. If we stumble at this point, everything starts to feel like the past. It's cruel, but it's what runs through a fan's mind, and there's more. It's not just about the scoreboard. It's about Ashton Jeanty, our top pick, not getting the right opportunities. It's about the O-line failing again. It's about relying too much on Trey Tucker as an escape valve. It's about the defense getting tired early. Deep down, this prediction isn't just about losing to the Bears. It's a symptom of something bigger. The fear of repeating old mistakes. Now, of course, there's room to react. The schedule opens up after that, with the Titans and Giants winnable games. If we can flip the switch now, we can still dream about a wild card spot. But the psychological weight of a loss to the Bears would be enormous. The Raider Nation would lose patience real quick. The female fans are already saying, where's the guts in this offense? Where's the intensity from the defense? And hey, you can't disagree. This is the moment for a turnaround. If this team wants to prove that Just Win Baby is still real, they have to show it now. Not 5 weeks from now, right now. Otherwise, all the talk about rebuilding is just empty words. Only here do you get this perspective from someone in the stands feeling the heat of the Raider Nation. Comment below, do you believe in this comeback, or do you think the bitter prediction is right? I want to see this debate get fiery. And hold your breath, because in the conclusion, I'm going to tie it all together. A surprising pickup, a star who might be leaving, a market rumor, and that painful prediction no one wanted to hear. There will be a bold statement, just the way the nation likes it. So much happening at the same time, and it all hits the Raider Nation right in the heart. From a new pickup who's already proving his worth, to a star who might leave, to a major offensive line rumor, and that painful prediction no one wanted to hear. But I'm telling you, if this team finds the courage, the turnaround is coming. Just Win Baby isn't a slogan, it's a way of life. So comment below. This space is for everyone who lives and breathes this madness called the Raiders. And stay tuned. Just when you think you've seen it all, something new always comes up.